Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another PUBG video. Been getting a lot of questions recently about my button assignments on the DualSense Edge, and I thought I would make a quick video, hopefully quick video, that explains my button assignments and the logic behind it. Like not just like, hey, this is my button assignment. I'm just gonna explain the logic behind it. Um, so let's get started, and then I think I have a lot to explain, but hopefully I'll make it quick. So this is the basics tab for you to look at. We're gonna go over the basics, the aim, and the vehicle. Map is just I didn't modify anything in the map, but so with the basic, as you can see, I don't have the over the shoulder aim. I just never use it. And then to peek left and right in third person, I just use the lean left and lean right. It's hold to peak basically. So as you can see, I lean left with L1 and I mapped it exactly the same under the aim. So I lean left with L1. I lean right with up on the D-pad, but I assigned the up on the D-pad to my back button on the, as you can see here, this one. So my right uh, back pedal, I use it to lean right, and then my left L1, I use it to lean right, lean left. So in practice, this is how it looks. Let's say I want to peek over without ADSing. I hold L1 to peek left, and then I hold my back pedal here. You can see it from there. Maybe if I do this, there you go. I hold. So I use it to peek corners in third person. I don't do the L1, not the L1, sorry, the over the shoulder and then peek. So that's why you see it in my basics. Okay, so ADS is fine. Why do I use up on the D-pad again? Because I assign it. It's a button that I almost never use. So I'll show you later what it used to be. So yeah, this is these are the first two that you need to learn to um, note. Now, again, I try to keep the D-pad to stuff that I don't really press often. The only thing is that this one, the switch camera. So what it does, let's say you're in a building and you want to fight. The downside of it is that you have to press down on the D-pad to switch between third person and first person like that. So I know it can be better, but I want to use R1 to a different thing. I use R1 to sprint and walk, sprint, walk, sprint, walk, and double tap R1 to auto run. The reason why I use this is I want this button to be very accessible to me, very accessible. Okay, so now let's say I'm do auto run, and then I hold down on the D-pad, and with R I can switch view. This is the main reason why I kept it on the D-pad, because I don't want to move my thumb away from R3. That way I can do a free look. I use that quite a lot actually. Now let's go back, and prone, I mean, I use just toggle to prone. It's really not, I don't do drop shots. So it's just I don't think drop shots are good in PUBG in general. Very specific scenarios where you need to go drop shot, but it's usually when your thumb is free. So let's say you're firing, and then you're not moving, you just drop shot. I don't use it often, but that's why. Now, the question is, what do we do with the switch throwable? Right, switch throwable. I don't use it often because I have a specific button for every grenade. We'll go over that later. So then, how do you switch to your melee weapon or gun? This is something I learned from TDM specifically, because TDM you only have one gun, so you're firing, you're shooting, and then all of a sudden you need to reload, and then there's a guy pushing you. If you wanna press anything on the D-pad, it means that your thumb is off the L stick, and you're gonna get killed. So what I do is I press L3, press again. I have my pan. Okay, so press. There you go. That you can switch quickly to your gun. Same if you need your quick smoke gun, for example. You don't want to stop moving. You want to keep moving and juking, and you press. There you go. Now you have your smoke gun, if you have a smoke gun. Okay, let's move on. Now this side. Again, we talked about sprint with R1 sprint. I really want it. Fire weapon is the same. This is the default. This one is hold to crouch. I never crouch with O. Like it's assigned to, but it's assigned to O, but I never use O to crouch. I don't do claw. I just do this grip. So what I do is assign it to my back pedal, my left back pedal. So let's here, I press it, hold, press, hold. So effectively what it looks like, look at my finger, this finger, the ring finger. So press it, keep pressing it. Now I can do whatever I want. So I aim, and then I can lean. I lean with, look at this finger, sorry. So there you go. It looks weird in the camera, but you get used to it very quickly. So I effectively never use it. Now I use hold to crouch. The trick here, not a lot of people know it. If you want to just crouch, like crouch behind cover, you don't want to keep pressing this back pedal. What you do, because it's on O, you open your inventory, you release, and then your character is, I'm not doing anything, character is crouched by default. It probably is a bug, but I like this bug, so I really enjoy it. Because sometimes I just want to be behind cover. I don't want to keep pressing this. It's annoying. So I go to my inventory. It will exit out. There you go. Now I'm not doing anything on my controller, and it's toggle. Right. Now let's go to the aim button. Again, lean with L1. Cook grenade with L2 and lean left with R1. I hold breath with R3. So what you want to do here is you're aiming with a sniper, you still have your thumb resting on L, you just click, 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 click. It's very accessible. It's toggle, it's not hold. It's essential to keep it toggle. See, toggle, toggle. Okay, and then as we've seen with the peeking, and then you release. Now with the grenades, that's something I want to go over in a bit once I do the combinations. But this is for the canted sight, not the canted sight, the hybrid scope. If you're aiming, let me show you quickly. Give me a hybrid scope. There you go. Already have it. So you do this, you're aiming, and then you press. There you go. It's very accessible. Now, what do I, yeah, with O. Why do I switch grenade stands, throwing stands with O? Let me show you. So I equip a grenade. I want to open it. The reason why I do O, I don't press O, I just press my button. It's gonna crouch, but I don't really care that much because it's hold to crouch, not a toggle to crouch. So it doesn't affect me too much, and I like it. So what you want to do, cook it with L2. It's very accessible to me. It's easy. I got used to it. It's very easy to use. So yeah. Now let's go to the vehicle. I want to show one thing in the vehicle, and then we can go to the combinations. So with the vehicle, L3 to accelerate. I keep it. I like it L3. Now the important thing is, where is it? It's not in the it's in the combination. Sorry, it's in the combination. So if you go to the combination, you can see I have L1 combination and then R1 combination. L1 combination, I use it for the grenades and the switch driver seat. Let's start with the switch to driver seat. Let's say you hop in the car, you're in the back seat. L1 plus X, I'm already in the driver. Why do I do that? Let's say, let me show you. You do this, auto accelerate with L3, switch seats, shoot, L1X, go back. The reason why I have it at L1X is because you switch seat with X. So X, you aim, shoot, and then L1X to go back. So I just have it in my head like that. X to change seat, shoot, L1X to go back. So that's it for driving. Now for the grenades. So as you can see with my combinations, I have Equip frag grenade and smoke grenade with L1 triangle and L1 square, and then Molotov, and then a stun grenade. Now, the only gap here is that there are no BZ grenades. Like, if you try to assign BZ grenade, you're not going to find it. So that's why in the basics, I keep this button here on the left on the D-pad, only for BZ grenades, basically. And that's a bug they need to fix. But anyway, so if it so I did it like that on purpose, not on purpose. I did it like that. There's a little bit of an issue with this. Ideally, I would like to switch them, but I have my muscle memory so fixed on these, so I'm not going to switch them. But one guy in the comment suggested to switch them, and he is a very good point, and I had already thought about it. Why? Because let's say you're in a gunfight, and you're taking cover behind car. Most probably you need to use your smokes, most probably. So if you do L1 square, your character will jump in the car, and that's a problem because now you're exposed, they're gonna shoot you. Instead, if I had my smokes on L1 triangle, I can just equip the smokes. There you go. I don't jump in the car. So L1 triangle now is my my frag, and L1 square is for my smokes. I got used to it, so I'm not gonna change it. But it's very, 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 very important because if you're getting shot at, you're in the middle of you're in the open basically. You just reached for your grenade. Sorry, the smoke grenade. Or if you say you're pushing someone here behind this cover, behind this cover, what you want to do is you don't want to take your thumb from the left stick to equip grenade with the D-pad. Instead, you want to keep running, right? There you go. So quick. Makes you so quick. And then of course for the smokes is, well, you need to be able to equip it very quickly. Now for the R1 combination, I just use R1 up on the D-pad for the bandages. It's it's mostly when I'm driving, right? And first aid, just whenever like you're let me grenade myself, I can show you. But basically you need to reach for your heals very quickly. So I just do R1, sorry, let me do it again. I just do R1 triangle. I heal very quickly with it. And then I do, once it's done, I'll R1 square for the energy drink, and then R1 with R3 for the painkillers. That's just to heal quickly in fights. It's mostly very important for the first aids. First aid, because you're in the middle of the fight, you don't want to go to your inventory, press X, and then, no, you just quickly. Now for the looting, I just want to go over the looting really quickly here. Let's say you have these stuff on the ground. I use R1 to move right. I don't use the D-pad. I just use, again, R1 to go right and L1 to go left. That way I can loot quickly, like that, moving, and then I don't have to use the D-pad. And then let's say, let me drop this. And then I want to pick stuff up, and from the middle of the, like here, I want to pick the 6x. So what I do, I press R2 to go down, because it will bring me down to down to half of the whatever the list, and then L2 up, it will give me back up. So let's say I want to pick something very quick, the 6x. There you go. I didn't remove my thumb from the left stick. So that's how you loot while you're moving. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. I want to make it as simple as possible. If you have any questions, please do let me know. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Now we'll see you all in the next one.